I think my appreciation for Jewish holidays was so enriched by living in Israel for those 9 years that I relate to the holidays on two different levels. You know, the growing up and the family traditions, now being the head of a family and with my kids, you know, with what we've tried to create and invent. And in between that was these 9 years in Israel where I just got to learn so many different traditions and cultures. So doing a Tu B'Shvat Seder in Israel, when the very fruits and nuts that you're talking about are the things that, you know, are you know, from the land and around you, is very meaningful and very powerful for me. As a father, as you know, today in my family, Passover has been the place where we've been able to bring together generations that have allowed us to bring together some, I think, you know, amazing, not only just traditions, different traditions. I have a brother-in-law who's Iraqi, so we do some of the Sephardic traditions, particularly on a second night, or sometimes they're incorporated as part of the Seder if we're hosting. Having kids who happen to be, you know, and they would entertain in front of anyone. My kids like to sing and dance, and usually it's Broadway material, but they're very happy to take on the Magid as part of their main contribution in very fun and festive ways. And the music and the songs, you know, we just had a Seder a few weeks ago and invited a family that, frankly, to be with our extended family, and they hadn't been to a Seder as a family, and it was fascinating because I watched their kids glued and fully engrossed by the excitement and the energy and the fun of this holiday that for us was just, that's how you celebrate Passover. And I could see that these other young kids were seeing that excitement for the first time through a kid's eyes. And my wife and I were talking about it afterwards, and we said, you know, like, what if every family, you know, if whatever their holiday was, that spoke to them, and maybe Passover works for a lot of people, maybe it's something else for somebody, and it could be every, you know, it could be Shabbat. What if we all took upon ourselves to expose other families or couples or individuals that might not have had that in their lives, or might have had that a long time ago and haven't been a part of that? Could that be in a community engagement strategy that we all do, whether we're Reform, Orthodox, Conservative, Karl Bach, whatever our orientation is? Couldn't we all do that tomorrow? Couldn't we just decide that we want to expose people? No cost, no fee, no organizational affiliation, no anything, other than we're all going to say we're going to do it. And that is a way to share in a non-hierarchical, non-cost, decentralized, local, meaningful way, but people actually had to do it.